reality TV. Like reality TV is just an extended version of these talk shows and all that. Yeah. Have y'all watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta Girls Trip?
No, with all the different not Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's Real Housewives.
I mean, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Now I know why I don't watch those other girls. That Ramona.
Oh, Ramona like to drink out Pinot Grigio. She wild.
She's wild, but she's a R. She doesn't care about what she says, and everything is. I apologize.
New York. New York.
I apologize.
Well, that's what they all do. It's always
I'm so tired of that. Like
when you call them out, they want to apologize.
When Kenya, because Kenya never throws drinks on nobody.
Oh, she
I can understand why Kenya took her drink and threw it on her because we're not gonna play this game.
Right. Yeah. We're not gonna play that.
But I was like, Kenya, that girl, you know which girls to try, because you would never try that with an Atlanta girl.
No.
but
it was just her and Cynthia, the two black girls on there, right?
Cynthia and Kenya. Cynthia and Kenya,
with all the two black girls.
And then
does this Utah one still come on?
Kyle, Kyle's on there.
Kyle who?
Who's Kyle from? Kyle Richards.
I said black girls, not white.
Oh,
Kyle Richards is white.
No,
that's why I said Cynthia on two black girls.
I watched it. The episodes are not bad, but when Ramona is.
And what is this episode? Is this the trip or the
Ultimate Girls Trip? There in Turks and
Caicos. So it's a bunch of Real Housewives.
It's like
there's gonna be a Love and Hip Hop. When they're gonna do All Star, they did one already. They're gonna do another one, and Safari's on the Erica's on. I'm like, but I thought y'all divorced. So what are y'all doing?
Well, they need to check badly.
They do. All of them do. I thought that pandemic stopped all of them.
Well, you know he got an OnlyFans too.
Who?
I heard. Yes.
And he be on Twitter showing it.
It's every time you say Safari, I keep thinking about Safari from what's his name? What's his name? His favorite Flav show. The one that got fired for fighting on the bed.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about with the hair, and she was mad. The girl when she went to the consignment store, she was crying about her clothes, and she won Charm School.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, those were the days when Monique was winning Oscars and doing TV shows.
Monique told her baby, "What type of name is Safari?"
Yeah, she must have got
and that was her real name, Safari. Like. I'm from the old school days. I remember all of those celebrity reality was like. Hopefully, I don't have to smell that. I'm looking for something.
But somebody just got hacked, and they're like hitting me up with this.
That's you.
T-Boz got hacked too, allegedly.
Why got you get hacked?
I don't know.
T-Boz ain't worrying about no Nicki Minaj, and if she did come to Nicki Minaj, so what?
They said they hacked her because of Nicki?
That they hacked her page, and then she went after Nicki Minaj on a block. You know how.
Why'd she go after Nicki?
Because she was hacked. And now Nicki fans coming for her.
They're not saying, well, Karen Civil was out here paying for the girls.
Yeah, I heard about her.
Who?
And
Karen Civil.
I knew she was popular and whatever, but like a couple weeks ago maybe 2 months ago, they exposed her.
Yes, I was.
And I haven't heard anything since about it.
Yeah, I was in Clubhouse when that happened.
Is Clubhouse really still a thing? Because
I don't hear people talking about it anymore.
Listen, every time I've gone on Clubhouse, it popped off. It would be a trending topic. Like each time I went, I remember I had the situation with we were talking about scammers.
Arguing with people?
Well, I have. Listen, if I'm gonna be on this, it's gonna be a moment. It was the whole situation with the funder guys, the money men. It's so funny because it was a bunch of them. It was Tony the Closer who was coming after this guy, Jay Morrison. And I had asked Jay Morrison, see, these are these guys. So there's a whole internet thing on Instagram. These black men who be in finances and they be, talking to people. Now, Tony Closer, I wasn't coming for him. He was actually accusing Jay Morrison of being a scammer, and they had some beef. So I had a forum about scammers, and Jay Morrison came on. I interviewed Jay Morrison and his wife, who's named Ernestine. There was some drama. You can go on YouTube and put my name and all that. It was like me asking questions like, hey, the streets are talking. They saying you were a scammer, yada, 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 yada. Mm-hmm. So that came about. So that was one moment. There was another time I went on Clubhouse, and there was some drama around Karen Civil, and I was in the midst of that because I had a Karen Civil story to tell.
She got you too?
She didn't get me, but she came for me because I exposed her for like stealing content from journalists on her social media. Because what she was doing was, we put up videos, we put our original content and stuff up. If you go to a concert somewhere, and she would take these things and she would put it like she was there and act like she was there. So she did that to one of my friends. They was at Powerhouse, and they had they were journalists, they had raw footage of Cardi B getting proposed to by Offset. And this girl had it broken on her Twitter. It was like a big thing. She had it in real time. This woman wasn't, I don't even think there, took the footage, said, oh, congrats, Cardi. I was like, girl, that is not your video. And she blocked everybody who told her it was not her video.
Yeah, because she didn't want to get exposed.
That's the trash. And then now that stuff came to light, tweets never die. I had all my receipts. It was what it was. And so I'm actually going to be on Clubhouse this week talking about Janet's legacy and everything.
Janet Jackson?
Yeah, Janet Jackson.
Don't try to untrash her, then we good.
I don't trash Janet. I love Janet.
Yeah, you can't trash
You forgot 5 years ago, my first episode with y'all in a different house was about Janet and Justin and defending Janet.
Let me tell you, I forgot.
Listen.
Yes! I forgot.
That's right. So we're not going to act like I don't support Janet.
You inspired a song by Justin.
That's right.
Have you ever talked about that?
No.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's been years.
You didn't get any royalties from it.
No, I did not.
Well, why would he if the song wasn't to actually...
But I was the source of inspiration.
Yeah, but he's not going to give you credit.
I mean, I know.
He was throwing shots, wasn't he?
No.
What was the song?
It was a situation. He was talking about the conflict. It was kind of inspired by it. It was the song called "Say Something," which was on the Billboard Top 10. It was nominated for a Grammy. So
yeah, he's not gonna.
I'm gonna say I inspired a Grammy nominated Billboard top, charted song.
Toot my horn too, bitch, cause bitch, I need something.
Yeah,
I inspired the song between Kelly Rowland, Missy Elliott, and Fantasia. I did that. See, the girls don't give me my credit.
That's right. What's up?
About 10 years without me. Where would you be without me? Where would you be? I did that.
So how did that start?
Did I know that?
I did not know this.
Yes.
What happened? Share. Yeah.
Oh, girl. You know how I'd be like, oh, Kelly, Miss Kelly, you need to be in the studio with such. Kelly, I say, Kelly, you need to do something with Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott. Oh, yes, bitch, I would love to work with. Oh, girl, what time
when you hit the... wait, it was on Twitter, wasn't it, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that.
Oh, wow.
Don't nobody talk about that.
Well, you know.
Well,
I know what I did.
That is dope. You need to no, I didn't know that.
I know. They didn't give me my props.
I don't really have... Well, the only inspiration I got is...
What Trey you inspired? What rappers? What Trey? You inspired
I didn't inspire
you inspired a song by the baby?
I did inspire this one guy to take a bath.
When we were talking about that...
Wait, this is real?
Bathing moment. No, but... Last week we was talking about taking baths. Or bird baths. Somebody posted a meme talking about... I told my cousin I hid some money in the house. If he finds it, he can have it.
Yeah.
The money was sitting in the shower.
And he never found the money.
And why did he live in the house the whole week?
Oh my God.
But some men like to take bird baths. They never get in the tub.
They call it
They call it nasty.
They call it hooker bath.
A hooker's bath.
Well,
I don't use that term.
They say hooker bath. Yeah. They said.
Well, do they think? How do they take a bath in between what they're doing?
They were just saying
they just take wipes with them.
What is it they would call it? Like those gas station baths and stuff like that. Like
yeah. Well, a gas station bath is equivalent to a bird bath.
Yes.
Because you ain't stepping your body in no tub.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the bottom of their feet is filthy.
Mm-hmm. My sister used to say, if you see a woman, if the bottom of her feet is dirty,
her ass is dirty.
Her pussy is
dirty. Yes. Because your feet is the first thing to touch the tub when you get in it. And if your feet is filthy, then your ass is filthy.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's... Hold on, it's the truth.
Well,
Ernest got turned off.
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh,
it's 8:30.
Wait, topics. We got more. We're not going nowhere.
Well,
you have to go, so we can still stay.
Did we talk about Jussie?
No, we did not.
Well,
I'm looking at all this right here.
Let's talk about him real quick.
All this right here. These are hot topics.
We did. You, Cuomo, the murders, and we talked about Danielle.
Let's get on Jussie.
Yeah, let's talk about Jussie.
All right, so Jussie really, listen, I know how my heart felt a couple years ago about it. And I said, I think he's guilty because this shit ain't adding up, and I'm not believing it. Now, he may be found. I think it's going to be a hung jury, honestly. Hung jury. Hung jury.
They can't hang. No.
Hung jury.
It's either you did or you didn't.
No, ain't gonna be no hung.
I bet you.
I have receipts. I bet you it ain't.
It's going to be a hung jury.
What you want to bet?
I'm not betting you.
What you want to bet?
Because I think it's either.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. If they're not, if it's not a hung jury, I'm coming back on the show.
Yes, you can come right back.
Immediately, when we discuss this, and I'm gonna sit there, whatever whatever. I'm gonna come back immediately back on the show, and I'm gonna tell you my entire theory. Because I have some receipts. And I got receipts. It is not going to be a hung jury.
But what do you
Either they're going to go left or they're going to go right. But this ain't no hung. Because it ain't that strong. The evidence is not that strong. But you to be sitting there like, I don't know what this is.
But listen, if they got video of him...
if
they got videos of him doing a run through, then this is a setup, but you might have some people in the trial that's like, I don't believe it.
Nah.
Then you got.
Did you see the makeup of this jury?
No, but I heard it's like 7 women and 5 men.
No. It's 10 white people, 1 black person, and a Latinx person.
Well, that works in his favor because isn't he half and half?
No.
Oh,
that boy is black. He's black. He just light skinned. No, he is black.
I thought one of his parents was white.
No,
his mom is
His mom is dark skinned.
No, his mom is black.
Yeah,
but that mixed with something.
Yeah.
You see how high yellow they are?
Yeah.
They no black smile. How many black smile at you?
I don't know. All I know
except
is
for the mother.
They're not. But no.
What does the father look like?
I don't even know.
With the curly hair.
Yeah.
But that's not But that's not this. This man is very much. I mean, he's giving off.
Black.
He's black.
His sister is black.
He's black.
Jussie.
I don't think no one's looking at it. He's not playing into that. He's not.
No, I know he's not playing into that, but I'm saying it might work in his favor.
That's not gonna work.
If he got a half.
That story, no, because the way
somebody. I believe Jussie.
Okay, so let me say this. Hold on.
Do you think he's going to jail?
Let me say this. I'm just saying the fact. If he gets found guilty, he's sentenced to 3 years.
Okay.
But that's the maximum is 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that because he doesn't have a criminal record already,
he's not going to go
to jail. It's going to be fine. So if that question is he's guilty or not guilty, I think that's what the reality is.
The question, if I was a juror, I would say he's guilty. Yeah. My thoughts and opinions.
Who goes to Subway 2 o'clock in the morning
during a blizzard? Nobody.
Well,
and you're walking in a blizzard?
Listen.
In Chicago?
I listened to the testimony today.
And he's a celebrity. He got better options than some fucking Subway.
I listened to the testimony today, the cross-examination, and I would just say that it left me with more questions than answers. I just submitted a piece, when I was handling business, I was getting a check. I submitted I wrote a piece for Daily Beast that's going to drop. It's going to be online immediately. That's going to summarize what happened for the people who don't know all the details. But I followed the whole trial today, line by line. All I'm saying is that when I heard the testimony, I was very disappointed because I said there was no Jussie. Because I felt like there was never that smoking gun. Okay, you slept with them. It was juicy.
He slept with Bola.
With Bola, not both of them. He slept with
Bola. Bola said it never happened.
Bola said it never happened.
But Bola.
Let me clarify.
Yeah, and what he said because you wasn't taking the bath.
Hold on. He didn't say they slept there. He said they masturbated together. They made out. They had sexual relations. Well, Bola never said he did anything.
Right.
But he said he went to the bathhouse, but he said there was no porn on air. Look,
that's a lie.
Look,
I'm not gonna get to a bad house.
Let me explain something to y'all. This is where I'm at with it. The moment that they said that they would accept money, allegedly, to do a fake hoax, they to me weren't to be the most trustworthy on everything anyway.
Right.
So it's like almost like you done told us that you is with the scammery.
Right.
That if you was to believe them, they are the type that would take money to do scams.
Right.
So already the credibility of them is lost. However, there is a part to me where I feel like why would they go so far to lie about everything?
No,
because there's a point of, okay, I'm going to lie about certain details because I ain't going to put it all on the table, but I'm not going to tell everything. My issue with Jussie was that in this case, he never really painted a picture to me as to why they would do it. Like, why would they do it? Because they're hypocrites. His defense is hypocritical. They were trying to paint the picture that the boys were homophobic. And then the boys came out the receipts and said, actually, we did pride parades. Actually, you and Bola was messing around. So clearly there was no homophobia in this situation. Now, the other brother, Ola, might have some thoughts.
Bola is saying he didn't have sexual relations.
He said he did not. But at the end of the day, the question about the homophobia changes because if you're claiming that y'all was smoking together doing weed, ain't no dude that's homophobic about to be in the car with you, smoking weed with you, going to bathhouses with you. Which one is it? The story's not adding up. One point, it's they homophobic, they don't like him for who he is. Okay, so then if I'm going to believe that, then that must mean these dudes didn't really have that relationship.
But Jussie is the one who came out with both them stories.
Yes.
That they were homophobic, and then, oh, by the way, me and Bola went to a bathhouse.
They did that, right.
That's him.
So to me, my issue is that what it did tell me is that they all guilty.
Yeah.
But they guilty in clearly, they still looking like, go ahead and tell that story, boo-boo. Yeah. Tell it. Because what you're doing is confirming that there was a tight relationship that would make me think, well, you were so close with them, y'all was doing everything together, why wouldn't they do this? Y'all were doing drugs together. You was letting this dude sell you cocaine. You was smoking weed with him in your car. You are a fucking big name celebrity, and you sitting up here with all of these people behind you, and you give access. They're saying it was weed. They said it was weed and cocaine, and they said there was mine.
I believe it's
cocaine. He said it was cocaine.
I believe it's cocaine.
Yeah. Jussie said he had the weed. He said the boy was bringing the cocaine, and he was selling it for 200 a pop. 200. He was selling it to him for 200.
Who was selling it to who?
Bola was selling it
to Jussie.
Cocaine for 200 a pop to him and another actor on the set, a guest actor. We don't know who the other actor is.
So Jussie does coke.
That's what he admitted.
Yeah.
Well, he did it.
Well, now that explains why he was walking through the snow to Subway.
He claims. Well, hold on. He claims that the other one. What's his name?
Coca-Cola.
The dancer.
Oh.
The one who was his trainer trained for this music video for him to get his body right.
Yeah, well, one of his brothers.
No, the choreographer. We were just talking about him.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Well, go ahead. They were saying him. They was
But I'm so sorry.
Listen, and I'm looking at Ernest like this.
Sorry.
Ernest is saying it. I'm looking at him like, shut up.
A, B, C, D.
Yes. Shut up and just keep telling the story. Keep telling the story.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that I was under the impression that from that situation. Frank Gaston. So that was the thing.
What about him?
No, that's the choreographer.
Oh, is it? I didn't know.
Okay. Oh, he was apparently in the house.
There's too much work.
He was apparently in the house.
Well, we know he was in the house.
He said he was in the house.
we know he was in the house.
And then the other
but he wasn't with Jussie when Jussie
he was not
went out to Subway.
No.
Allegedly.
So but Jussie said that he went to. Hold on. So here's a part of the detail that, again, this is now that it's on the table, was that he said that when he got off his flight, Bola called him, they had a conversation, and the guy told him that he needs to eat 4 eggs for this diet he was doing. So he said that he was going to Walgreens initially, but Walgreens was not open for 24 hours. So then he went to Subway after. Once he was trying to go to, he said he was going to go to Walgreens to get the eggs, but Walgreens wasn't open. So then he went to Subway. And so the video footage apparently showed him going to Subway getting the sandwich, trying to eat fresh.
So he had no eggs in his house?
No.
That's one of your essentials. Is having eggs.
Listen, he's a Hollywood.
Milk, eggs, and bread.
He's a California dude. He said that it was not sub-zero weather like the polar vortex.
In Chicago.
Hold on. He said that it was not that cold like the polar vortex had it came. It wasn't sub-zero. It was 12 degrees above.
First of all,
it's 12 degrees.
Yeah.
12 degrees is cold.
Yes.
12 degrees is cold.
Yes.
In Chicago. What are you talking about?
And then Chicago's right there on the water.
My thing is, you are a multi-millionaire. Don't you got people for shit like this? Why are you walking out in the street?
But even if, let me just say this. Even if, all right, so you know how we always say, You are a celebrity. You're a millionaire. You got people to do this. A lot of people don't have people that run.
I get that. But
however, I don't believe, Jussie, that this was what you were doing while you were out there. I believe you already had everything set up and everything.
But hold on, here's the part that's interesting.
And this is
he said Bola called him, right, to tell him, and he was trying to signal or imply that that's how he knew where he was at. But mind you, there was an hour gap between the time in which the police had asked him. So let's just get this out the way. Mm-hmm. He said Bola had called him. Mm-hmm. The part that gets me was that he didn't want to cooperate with the police to give off his phone.
Right.
He didn't want to give his DNA.
I remember that.
Initially.
Yes.
When he finally did, he gave them an hour worth of records, but that omitted did not have the phone call Bola had made. Right. That doesn't show up in those phone records.
Right.
So then the question becomes,
Richard Nixon.
If that didn't come in there, how did they know you was there? Mm-hmm. And they were ready randomly with bleach and a noose. Listen, if somebody trying to get you and they know you, they can get you another time. Right. Why would they wait in the cold? Why would they do all of that? It just does not
make
sense.
You think I'm in the snow, standing in the snow,
it doesn't
damn noose in my hand when I come in the house?
It does not make sense.
Come on, Jussie.
And he's trying to do all this to discredit their credibility, but to me, all it's showing to me was several things. One is that you all were close enough that maybe there could have been a conversation. Yeah. You trusted this man enough to go to a bathhouse with him? Mm-hmm. You was doing drugs with him?
Yeah. Buying coke from him for $200.
You was doing stuff with him, so it's like almost like the relationship is too close for me to believe that out the blue, you wouldn't have done nothing else with him.
Yeah.
Because y'all was doing some sneaky shit anyway.
Yeah.
You didn't want security because you had a drug situation with him.
Yeah.
You didn't want security. But it's true though. You didn't want security.
No, you're absolutely right.
So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, so they put security there. You told them you didn't want security. But then at the same time, they wrote, you got hate letters and hate mail. And then he claims the boy wanted to be in security. Oh, the boy was pressed. The boy wanted, according to him, the boy wanted to be in security. Mm-hmm. He hired the boy to be his trainer. He said he gave them $3,500 to give them a fitness situation. Mm-hmm. But I'm still sitting here like, you didn't see, you're not, like you are, at that time, he was probably like, what, 37, 36. You in your mid-30s. Mm-hmm. I'm 30. Mm-hmm. We were just talking about clout chasing trade. Mm-hmm. You don't see this man being clout chasing trade on your fame and you was just naive?
Mm-hmm. No, he's not. He's not. And let me tell you something, the lifestyle that he lives, he knew exactly what was going on.
He knew what it was.
He knew what it was. He knew what it was.
It's hard because I really...
Come on, they know. Everybody knows.
I just really wanted to believe, and then nobody has been giving me any
I think some people might remember him from Empire, might think he don't do no wrong.
Who?
No.
It's going to be a hung jury.
No, it's not going to be a hung jury.
Where's the trash can? Why did you move that?
It will not be a hung jury. It can't be a hung jury. It cannot be a hung jury.
Because somebody might be caught up like, well, maybe they believe Jussie.
No.
And then maybe they might believe Bola.
Because the only thing they have to do, the only for it to be a hung jury or not guilty verdict, is if there was reasonable doubt. I don't have any reasonable doubt to believe that these brothers just did it. There has been no narrative that is shown.
Where's the white guy? Because they said it's a white. One of the witnesses said it was a white guy.
Ain't nobody found him. Ain't nobody got that.
It was never a white guy.
No,
but that's what one of the witnesses said.
Well, when Jussie spoke, Jussie only talked about two people. He never talked about his third character. Mm-hmm. So like his stuff is not sticky. It's like there's no cohesion. Where everybody coming together. I feel like he did a lot of practice because he's an actor, and actors got to know their script. Mm-hmm. Actors got to know their role. Actors got to be able to, do their script. Well, and I feel like to certain, and I'm very heartbroken because and
I see people still working with Jussie, and some people that I know, but not really know, but I know.
What did your mom say in that video? There was never no part that he needed in the first place. Everything he needed was right there in his truck.
Right. Wait, what you mean?
There was never this video his mom did all the time. Mm-hmm. No, there was never no part that he had sent for because everything he needed was right there in his truck. There was never no white man to begin with.
Oh, she's talking about the Jussie thing?
No, she's talking about Sears.
Oh, but it still works in this case. Okay.
Yes, everything works. Everything. When he really if you really dissect that video,
yeah.
Everything.
If you can get a reek. Well, why I gotta face somebody when I get a reek to be good?
What damn good is it to buy the insurance when they won't come the hell out and fix shit? You want me to pay for more insurance and nobody's coming out to fix whatever? Hello? That's not making sense.
No, that's real.
Okay, no, I really have to go.
Oh.
Yeah, swap accounts is fine.
No, you gotta do a selfie, even if we're on camera.
Yes.
I had a good time.
And so when you see it, they don't know when it's happening.
So you didn't answer my question.
What?
Guilty or not guilty? Do you think he's going to be found?
Don't do this to me.
Yes.
Don't do this to me.
Well, that's a good camera.
And that's not and it's not an iPhone either.
So what?
Got it. So I will tell you.
Because bitch, I gotta be to work at 6 o'clock.
Because I actually believe that. I believe it.
We gonna see what happens.
I believe it.
We gonna see what happens.
He's going to jail.
He believes it's
No, I don't think he's going to jail.
I don't think he's
going
going
to be guilty.
The verdict, what the verdict is.
And he should be guilty.
Something has to listen. As of right now, if I was to be at right tonight,
slide that chair right.
I was to be. If I was to have some analysis, I would say that, in my opinion, I think it's going.
Who you put on? Okay, put the beard in.
Yeah, I have that to mention.
I'm like, who's that walking in there?
I'm like, I know it's West Philly, but it's the other side of West Philly. Good Lord.
You're not my good.
I'm coming back on if you found guilty.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm coming back on. I'm not gonna listen. You gonna say hung? If it is hung, I'll be shook. Yeah. I can't have it. My anxiety, like I would just, like I would be hyped. I would be losing it.
Because I mean, he's defending himself. I definitely believe Jussie's cut up with the guy. So I think that he's lying about not cutting up with him. So now if I believe that you cut up with him, and now you're saying you didn't, then I think you might have something against.
But no shade. But the brothers are not on trial.
No, but they're not on trial. But you're lying. You're saying that I didn't sleep with him.
Here's the
but
gag.
you're saying I slept with you.
But the gag is, what does that got to do with what happened that night?
Because
and that's what I'm saying. My thing is like, and that's what I said in this piece I wrote.
It could look like a jaded lover. It could look like, okay, we was together.
But the issue becomes,
you know how people
but the issue becomes though. But see, here's the issue. All of these details are irrelevant. They're juicy. Trust me. I was sitting there looking like, I kind of knew some things already. But it was juicy. But I'm like, but what the fuck does this have to do with what happened that night? Because to me, if it ain't got nothing to do with that night, all that shit is irrelevant. Whatever you did before that night doesn't matter. I feel like the brothers were focused, right, on what am I here to do on this stand? I'm here to go on this stand. They understood the assignment. I am here to talk about the situation. We ain't talking about our shit. Yeah, I knew the brothers. Yeah, we went to bathhouses, all that. That ain't the point. He gave me $3,500 to do this. I went. I did this. I did that. That's the attitude.
And it was Jussie's signature.
And it was his signature. He signed the check. He gave me the check. Boom, bam, boom. At the end of the day, it becomes Jussie have to justify and explain everything. And every time he was getting hit with these details, Jussie started to, backpedal. Like, for example, the Northwestern transcript said that the medical person said there was no injuries. Jussie's still trying to claim he got some, stuff under his eyes or some hits. And then, like, boom, they said there was no injuries. Next. Then there becomes the conversation.
The noose.
The noose had changed multiple times on his neck. Like, they were saying it was supposed to come off. Someone said don't tamper the evidence.
Right.
It was like, okay, what's going on with the news? He says that he did not want this to be in media attention.
Right. Did Jussie's managers ever get on stage? I mean, on stand?
No. We don't know. It might be.
Where's the people that was in his apartment?
Like Frank Gaston? Is he going to testify?
Yes.
I want to know if Frank Gaston. They said there is going to be another witness. But Jussie clearly was the big star witness. And there was speculation that people said he shouldn't testify. But after last week, I was like, he got to testify because they're eating him right now. They're eating him. Last week, I said, oh, it's over. And then I found out, of course, they was testifying this week. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay, this is serious. Something's coming. Okay, the tea is hot. But I'm at a point where I'm just like, everybody around me is like, what you think? And, when I first heard about it, I must say, I was very upset. You know what I'm saying?
Have you spoke to a celebrity that gave you their opinion about this?
I've talked to some journalists that have covered this. And some of them have spoken publicly.
What's the majority?
Oh, what they think about this? They think, at the end of the day, they think that it's not kosher. They think that something is wrong. Nobody's believing. I think the thing is that I never came into this believing the brothers on every detail. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think they need that. I think their whole thing is, you ain't got to believe everything. But you just got to at least know. And my thing is, I kind of feel like Jussie kind of playing a half-ass a little bit with the whole woke stuff. One moment he's anti-police. He's saying, he don't trust the police, don't deal with the police. But the moment you decide to cooperate them on this investigation and share the information, do whatever, you got to give everything. Mm-hmm. Either you going to be like, nope, I ain't reporting shit, leave me alone. But you decide to write a report, do a report. It's like, you got to go full throttle with it. Mm-hmm. You can't half-ass, because then when you half-ass it, then you look suspicious. So you like, I don't want to give them my information, my sensitive details, man. I'm sorry, but you had a hate crime. You reported a hate crime. They not gonna give a fuck about all your other shit. What you hiding? I mean, you look suspicious.
Yeah, I don't. I think somebody. I don't know if this is gonna be just like, yeah, he's guilty. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think somebody's gonna be in there fighting for him. So
I think they're gonna make an example of him.
That's why they want to do this.
I think the sad part is that I had some hope, but I feel like
my gut said something wasn't never adding up.
It's just I thought that the trial was going to tell me new things that I didn't already suspect.
We've all heard the same stuff for the past 2-3 years.
Yeah,
they not changed. I just remember how my heart felt about this, and I just felt bad that I didn't believe him.
How you feel now?
Still don't believe him. But when I see my friends, support his work, or maybe people I know of starting, I don't know what to say to that. I'm like, oh, you must believe him. I don't know, but maybe it wasn't even about that. Could have been just about a check. I don't know.
Yeah. I just think for me, it's like I'm just looking at what I'm seeing. I felt like, I don't know. I felt like it's just, again, there's something missing. And if he's innocent, and he is, he's still hiding certain details.
Right.
You need to tell, my thing is, at this point, your reputation's on the line. You got to either tell it all, and I think that's the thing. I think that both of these people involved in the situation trying to figure out, how can I tell what's necessary without telling all, without realizing that you got to really, in order for, because y'all both are coming at each other. Like, they both are coming at each other's credibility and integrity.
Right.
This man's now accused you of messing with him. What you got to say, Bola? Mm-hmm. What you got to say, Bola? The streets are talking, honey. Like, right. You gotta, you should have known once it got to trial, all gloves were gonna go off. And it seemed like with the brothers, they had all gloves on. They like, look, we're gonna tell y'all everything.
Yes.
But leaving out details about drugs and sex and these things, it's like, ooh, boy, But I think at the end of the day with the brothers, there might be a back end mindset where they're like, regardless of whatever happened, we're not going to jail. Mm-hmm. So maybe they want Jussie to win or not. It don't matter.
I don't know.
I mean, logically speaking, like, what do they benefit?
They don't get anything from this.
No. So to a certain extent.
So they probably lost their careers as well.
Yeah. Nobody wins with the family feuds. Nobody wins with the trade feuds.
Well, somebody had to say something, because Chicago PD wanted their money back for all the hours that we searched, and here we go. You done played around with our time. Like, it's not like they haven't tried to solve all the other murders that go on in Chicago.
No, and I think that's the thing. I mean, like I said, I tried, but after hearing it,
You think Jussie's going down?
I think so. I just, again.
And he didn't put on an Academy Award performance.
The verdict, again, there still may be hope. I'm hoping.
It's over.
I do want to interview.
I think it's gonna be a hung jury.
I've spoke to him, and I want to interview him. Like, I want to interview him. I want to interview him. I do, and I mean, I think
interview before
He's not gonna talk to me until. I mean, if he was to talk to me for a story, that's not gonna happen until the verdict.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
All right, he's found guilty. He got to pay this money back.
Okay.
Can Jussie still have a career?
Not unless he talks to me or he ain't gonna talk to TV people like that anymore. I mean, he can't talk to Don Lemon now.
He can't talk to Robin Roberts.
He can't talk to Robin Roberts. I mean, if anything, I think he can, maybe, but he would have to talk to someone like me, and he's gonna have to sit up and tell it all. Because at that point, it's a dumb bun.
Mm-hmm.
Because
he can't go to jail for nothing else.
He can't. So he needs to tell it all. Because the issue is that people are going to want the answers. Mm-hmm. And I would love to talk to him and interview him. I've had conversations with him. We've talked. My whole thing has always been that, when you're ready to come tell the truth, I am here. I will make sure people know about it. Mm-hmm. And I told him I was always going to be a listener and a healthy skeptic. I mean, granted, outside of the conversations about the trial, there is a good cordialness. We do have good cordial. I follow him on Instagram. He follows me on Instagram. We've had great conversations, and it's cool. But when it comes to this, I've always kind of remained like, look, I want to know more. I want to, and I'm like, you can tell one person something behind closed doors, but it's another thing to say those truths outwardly. And if you're not going to go outward and tell the truth or tell everything and not have shame, then it's going to be hard, right? Because it is what it is. So, I mean, I feel like if the verdict ends up being hung or not guilty, he'll definitely talk. And I will interview him and I will, be like, okay. If he's found guilty, I strongly doubt that he'll talk. He'll cut off, retreat, What he's done recently, which again is kind of frustrating, is that he's been pushing this thing. There's a Instagram account about, justice for Jussie. They've been putting out visuals and graphics questioning.
He's not supporting them?
Huh?
Is he supporting it?
Who?
Jussie.
I mean, it's from his people, I think. Oh. I think. I mean, people from his camp has gotten it from his people, so they've been floating these images and graphics, basically questioning the process already. I said, that's a little too early to be critical of it all. Maybe this jury that's 10 out of 12
they're already expecting him to go down.
Huh?
They're already expecting him to go down.
I wouldn't say they... I can't say they expect him to go down. I would just say that I would say that there is already rhetoric and messaging that's kind of being put out there already that
this is the longest video I've recorded in probably a long time.
But we had a long time coming because someone said y'all gays have given forgiveness, grace, and praise to every homophobic person. They asking for Jussie now. But I'm gonna tell you what I saw. Let me look at this. I'm telling you this because I had got this like the other day, and I looked at some of the graphics, but I said this is too early to be having this kind of activist rhetoric from people. So this is an account called Coalition for Jussie, and they've been sharing videos and things. So for example, there's a graphic out that says, there is only one black person in the jury on Jussie Smollett's trial. This is not a jury of his peers. And that was 4 days ago. Then there is a rally in solidarity with Jussie that's supposed to be happening on Thursday, December 2nd, which I guess happened a couple of days ago in Chicago. Like there's rallies. His family's on TV doing interviews. They just put out something else, like a Twitter account called Coalition for Jussie. It's like a whole thing. Like, even move the crowd, like, doctors and folks.
But the thing
it's a lot of things.
More protected than anything because you don't even hear about this trial. Nobody's really talking about this trial.
It's been interesting. And my whole thing is that, not to act like it's not an important trial, but all the rhetoric and the standing solid, it's like, if he gets found guilty, it ain't like, some of the folks we know when they had trials where we were biting our nails. Like Michael White in Philly.
Yes.
Like, I understand. We didn't see that kind of energy. He's doing all right. I literally talked to him this week. I talked to him because I covered him, and again, someone who came to me with their truth. I covered him for a national magazine, The Nation, last year when that trial got settled, and he's doing all right. He's almost off of that probation for that weapon thing, whatever that was connected to the case. That one petty thing, but everything, the major manslaughter, all that fell off. And he's getting his life together. He's trying to go back to school. You know, the pandemic kind of slowed that down. But he's trying to get into music and stuff and doing this thing. He's pretty much kept himself out of trouble. Because, you know, when you're on that probation for 2 years, especially someone like that young, you know, they use it as a trap for you to get in trouble. He's completely stay out of trouble. And so I'm proud of him. But, like, I don't see that happening with a lot of these other people. Like, Jussie, like, we're doing all this for a man who is probably not going to have a jail sentence. Right. I mean... Granted, it's still messed up, but it isn't even on the same level. And I kind of hate when these people make themselves like these martyrs. Like, celebrity culture is annoying because they have a little... Like, and like, I remember, like, Meek Mill. Like, now I can say it. But that was just, like... That was a waste. That was capitalism. That was the industry. The industry's like, no, we need him to be free so we can make money off his ass. Because all the money, Rock Nation, the shows, the bookings, the album, like, they need to make... That was money on the table. So they needed him to be out of jail so he can get his ass up on that tour and make that money for them. That was what the focus was for him. And yet they tried to make it like a, well, what happened to Meek Mill can happen to anybody. China's been happening to people. And you are not the face. Like, what, you know, that... Yeah. And so with this, I'm just like... I'm like, Jussie... I'm just... This testimony today, I was like... It's a... You know, long story short, you know, he's not... You know, Kel's not here now, but it's like, this is why you don't get involved with trade.
The trade, you said...
This is why you don't get involved with the trade.
But the trade didn't have nothing to do with Jussie. He shouldn't have... I mean, yes, he did because he paid him off.
But he got involved with it.
Oh, this is my order. Hold
up. Ooh, your food. Yay.
Hello? You outside?
You downstairs.
I did, but if they didn't give it to you, that's fine. You don't got to go back there to go get a drink. I done had enough drinks. So I just want my food. That's all I care about. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that drink. You don't have to go back to bring it. I promise. It's okay.
He wants his food. He's hungry. He want that food to be cold. They drive all the way back. You know how that go.
So you gonna go back to get it? Oh. Oh yeah. I know I ordered a drink, but I'm gonna confirm with you which one I picked. Hold on. I got a lemonade. You don't have a lemonade? Alright, I'm coming down. Alright.
Is that Popeyes?
No.
What'd you order?
KFC, I'm over it. Because he don't know which drink I ordered.
Alright, so I'll be
I know I got
in the seat while he's going to get his food from the lemonade.
I didn't even make my damn money. I mean, he only called because he was close.
Right. so while he's close, I'll be filling the gaps.
Let's go. I'll be right back.
Alright. So, it's just me now. Shameless plug. So I have a podcast. I have a podcast every week called Ernest Is Speaking. Some of you all who watch this show already listen to my podcast. It's Ernest Is Speaking with Ernest Owens. It's on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud. It's everywhere. And I talk about topics by myself. And it's a great show. And a lot of you already listen to it and you tune in. I saw you all have your Spotify unwrapped, so a lot of you all listen there. But I'm also on, all the other places, and I would encourage you to check it out. I think his food is still coming. So it's a great podcast. It's cool, and y'all also listen to the Skorpion podcast clearly because y'all watching the show. But I also have a podcast too. So. Shameless plug and commercial. I was talking about the podcast.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about your. Bitch, I would have promoted your podcast.
Oh, it's fine. I just did an ad. I see you got your KFC.
I sure do.
Is that the original one?
I think I ordered spicy.
Oh, you did spicy.
They better be spicy because.
Oh wait, they already. Well, at least you got your drink.
Yeah, he did drink. He got the right drink.
Well, so why was he saying that? Maybe he just wanted the drink and was trying to, give you the scoop.
He knows what he ordered. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all.
You're hungry. You're hungry. So there's something else. And did you get this from Uber Eats or did you get this from Caviar?
Google.
Oh, okay. All right. So, because I go on Caviar, I love Caviar. It's a good.
I never even heard of Caviar.
They're connected with DoorDash now, and they give you like better delivery options from restaurants, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
I know. I want to go back to what's that right there on 19th? No, it's 20th and it's 20th Street, JFK, Chima.
Oh yes.
My God.
My mother-in-law had her birthday there in November. And we went there with her. We took everybody. Every time I think I'm going to go in there and do damage, I do a little bit of damage, but I never do as much as I mentally think I'm going to do.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I had my 28th birthday party there, and I had like 28 folks. And we had like the private room, and we had everybody in the, everybody had to do the whole, See, now this place you go, people that want to eat. Don't come in there talking about some, I'm just going to eat a meal. No, you need to be, everybody we getting the same thing. Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing. So I was reading a tweet that they were saying about, I guess the gays are going out to birthday dinners and stuff, and the people was like, if I see a bill that's $1,000 and I just got a drink, I said, well, first of all, I would never invite someone for a drink. See, this is why I tell people, when you get to a certain age, I don't play this at restaurants. If I'm with more than 6 people, and we're going out to eat, we are doing and we all doing a prefix menu. We are all doing whatever the tasting menu is or the situation. If you ain't trying to do that, don't come. All that I just want to appetize, I just want to stop by, fuck out of here. Everybody's doing it. If I was more than that's not gonna do. If I'm with 6 or more people, we are doing whatever that tasting menu thing is, and you better come ready, you better have your coin ready. I don't play like that. Every restaurant, like when I did my birthday parties, I do 20-something people. When I come up front, I say, listen, everybody, it's $60 per person.
Wait, now when you had this party down here, that was a birthday party or?
That was my wedding. You talking about Bookers? Oh, that night.
Yes. Now was that your event or you just happened to be there?
Which one?
I see you at.
You see me at a lot of things.
I was walking.
I've done a lot at Axum.
We were at Axum, and I seen you and I touched you.
Was it a bunch of people in there?
Yes.
Okay, that was when was it? It wasn't in October. If it was in October, that was
much, so
it was
gonna be easy.
If it was October, then it was my it was for my wedding. I had a family gathering greeting, like all the people that came out of town. We had it there.
July.
Oh, that was
I'm like, hey Ernest, and he said, hey.
That was a farewell party for my mentor.
Okay.
She moved to Minnesota. And
so wow.
She got a job there, a new job. She's a MP, I think it's NPR Radio. She's like their new managing director. She got a really good position. Mm-hmm. But she left Philly after being for so many years, and we threw a big old like farewell party for them. I do a lot of stuff at Axum. That is like that's my second house. I do everything. Parties.
Yeah, their food is good.
It is.
Lemon,
that shrimp or the chicken.
It's a lemon chicken.
That's right, with the shrimp.
And no, I ain't never had the shrimp, but I had the lemon. It's a lemon chicken with mashed potatoes.
That's right, and it's very.
And
good.
it's like yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lemon capers.
Ooh, yes.
Lemon capers chicken.
That is everything. Yeah, and then they be having it with the shrimp too.
That's
what I'm saying. Yes. That's the food. That's what I'm saying. That's here,
Black on.
Oh no, they chill too. They BYOB. You can bring your own bottle in there. It's good.
Maybe I should do something there one day.
You should. No, they really be. They like to throw parties and stuff. Like you tell them what you're trying to do up front, and They'll let you, and they have menus. I like them. They're just so legit, and the people there are nice, and the service is good. And I just be hating when people just think all these black restaurants have good service. But there's a lot going down over here in Baltimore Avenue now. Because Booker's is still there.
Yeah, I've never been to Booker's. I've rolled past there.
How do you right?
I've never been.
Booker's, and that restaurant next to it's called Amari's, and it's just reopened. They got new owners, but they kept the name Amari's because it's like everybody around the area know about it. But their food is really good too.
Now, how does Booker's taste? Because I heard sometimes it's hit or miss.
Well, Booker's used to be owned by the person who owned Axum, but now the person who owns Axum now, he's doing his thing. His stuff is good. But
I've seen him on 529.
Oh, John?
Okay.
His name's John.
Oh, I'm just seeing him.
No, he's dope. He's there, and then she owns Booker's, and her name is Saba. And Booker's is good. They are good. They also got this cute little place called the Bayou, which is like this bar, this cocktail bar that's like right next to it. They got an outdoor patio. Mm-hmm. And I had my wedding brunch, like the day after my wedding, we had like a little brunch situation, and we had it in there. I did all kind of stuff. It was great. That place is popping. So Booker's, Bayou, then Amari's is there. Then they got this thing called the Wine Garden right there, like a little situation. It's just too much going on in Baltimore Avenue. But that's why I tell people I like local food. So you gotta eat the local food. All this.
I know, but this is what I wanted.
I know. Listen, I have it. Like where did I get that? I had just had it. What's my last crazy junk food? Oh, Wendy's.
I see.
Wendy's is my.
Every time I try to order from Wendy's, they take way too long. Right?
And sometimes they mess up.
Oh, I believe it. Mm-hmm.
They do mess up the order. See, I had to stop getting like a burger from them. I had to just get chicken nuggets because every time I turned around, they always messed up my order. I'm like, how do you mess up this order? Yep. It's a Dave single with no ketchup. That's easy. That's easy. Why is this? Why do I always? Anyway, Drake nominations.
Yeah, Drake. I see you seen that he pulled out.
He pulled out finally
of the Grammys. I'm not really mad at the Grammy nominations. Yeah,
I'm not either.
But
I thought it was enough love spread across.
Yeah, I think it was, but I haven't really listened to a lot of the music. So
I feel like the familiar names at play that we've been hearing about all year, and a couple other additional surprises, were nominated. Mind you, I was gonna say Jasmine Sullivan for Hotels, but as long as her is in the conversation, she gonna always. Her is just dominating.
I mean, she may get music with Jasmine do too.
No, she do. I just think the thing for Jasmine is that I don't know. Her is just I feel like they always make it like you can only have one R&B girl out.
But her is not singing like Jasmine.
No, she's not. But
I'm so tired of the people that can sing getting snubbed.
You mean the black people that can sing getting snubbed? Because the white girls, they sing a little melody and they get them a nomination.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, next year.
Like Olivia Rodrigo, what is she singing?
I don't know. I heard she got something for a driver's license.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to it. The vocals are not there, but the songwriting is.
It is? I never heard this.
Yeah, she's a good songwriter. I think her singing, I mean, she's 18. She got time.
To develop vocals.
Yeah, Taylor Swift never was much of a singer.
But what was so special about the song driver's license?
I just think it was just fun. It just was a hit. Are you talking about the song itself? Or just the viral? I mean, because it came out at the beginning of the year. It's one of those diary entry type songs. The white girls love a good diary entry song that feels like it's so emotional. I mean, and it's also very catchy. It's innocuous. There's not that much it's just one of those songs that you can play. It sounds like something like these little TV shows you watch on Netflix. You can play that song anywhere and people are just gonna listen to it. I just feel like it's just a widely acclaimed type of song. It's real good. And it's impressive that she was 17, 16 years old when she did the song. And so I think she's looked at as a young prodigy, kind of like how Billie Eilish was. But I love me some Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish is true.
What'd you say?
She's the truth.
No, she is. That Happier Than listen, if somebody might gonna win album of the year, it better be her for Happier Than Ever. All of it. Take it all. She ain't to play with. I'll give her hers. I do like her, and I think that she also is serious about her music. She don't ever be in the news for any dumb stuff. She never. No one's accused of her plagiarism and stealing songs and hits like Olivia Rodrigo, right? Good for you. Yeah, they said good for you. She had to get a credit to Paramore because of that song Misery Business or whatever.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, if you listen to Good for You and that, it sounds. And so she had to give credit to. So she's been criticized a little bit for like getting a little too inspired. Like one of y'all faves that's very inspired a lot in her music. But talented. No, that's good. And that's why I can say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take advantage. Yeah, see. So I can say this. I do find, but see, girls like her, I feel like she may not be around for like 10 years. Where's the lastability? Now Taylor Swift does stood the test of time, and she's gotten better with age. Like one, I like her new music. I connect to it. I like folklore.
I've never listened to it. I'm going to say Tiana Taylor.
Well, no one's listening to her, so
I do. Don't do that.
I'm joking. I like Tiana Taylor, but I have what I call the Sierra conundrum with her. Is it modeling that you like, or are you trying to really do this music thing? And are you going to be committed to the music? Because I feel like with Tiana's one of those versatile people where I heard she was choreographing videos for icons many years ago. Like, she has so much talent. But my thing is like, I just feel like with her, she's got to figure out what is the thing she wants to do. Like, you know what, Rihanna, I love Rihanna.
She wants to sing. Rihanna
may not ever put out another album again because Rihanna has decided, and I have to say call her Rihanna. Real fans know it's Rihanna, not Rihanna. I've had to practice it. I sometimes slip up. Even on my podcast, I have to say Rihanna because, the whites be saying Rihanna. It's Rihanna. But no, Rihanna got to figure out what she doesn't have to figure out nothing. She knows what she want to do. Tiana needs to figure out what she wants to, like, if she wants to do the music thing, they blame the producers, the teams and stuff, but there's got to be this thing where she just has to say, look, fuck all this, fuck all that, fuck all the producers. I want to do this music. I want to get serious. I want to push nothing but music. Stop giving me modeling shit. I need y'all for a year to see me as an artist. And I think that's what, Kanye did with fashion. Kanye was like, okay, if y'all gonna take me serious with this fashion thing, I really have to kind of put it, like, get consumed in it. And that's how he got better at his fashion. I mean, whether or not we like his shit, people buy it, right? It's in the conversation.
Kanye can sell a piece of shit.
He is. And he can do that. But, like, when I think about Rihanna was like, look, I want to do makeup. I was like, oh, everybody's doing makeup. But Rihanna literally changed the entire cosmetic game.
She made makeup for everybody.
She made makeup for everybody, but it's also good quality. It's a good quality product. Like, next to her and Pat McGrath, they doing it with the makeup.
Pat McGrath, who is that?
Pat McGrath is a black woman who has an incredible makeup line. She's legendary. Your listeners, the girls who use makeup, you rock them, they buy like, you don't know Pat McGrath? No, Pat McGrath is the truth.
Why would I know I don't wear makeup?
Well, same. But listen, I think that she's up there. I think that she's a real truth. And I just feel like a lot of what she has done, she doesn't oversee anything. But I like about Rihanna is that she does stay in her lane for the most part. She don't give us too many ballads that it requires her to give us vocals.
Right.
She makes the music that she knows is gonna hit. She got hits that stick like grits. And she definitely is a true fashion icon, and she's really made that her thing. Music and fashion. She dibbles and dabbles in acting, but she knows she's not an actress. Some people's faves are trying to still push the acting muscle, even though it doesn't seem to be really stretching. Just, for God, listen, Gaga. I'm talking about Gaga. Who you?
I like her.
But that's right. She does have an Oscar nomination for acting. That's
but I haven't seen House of Gucci yet.
I saw it.
Some people say it's bad, but I want to know. I don't think Gaga's acting was bad.
Okay, I saw it, and the issue I had with it, I wrote about this in Rolling Stone about some of those monsters harassing me because of well, first of all, let me clarify. I had said nothing about the movie or anything. They harassed me, trying to force me to give it a good review. Like, they were telling me stuff like about Angel Down, the song she did, how she support Black Lives Matter, how her and Kristen Stewart, because Kristen Stewart basically is the front runner to win Best Actress for Spencer, playing Princess Diana. Which, let me just say this. there has been a lot of Princess Diana movies and TV and material. There's a musical on Broadway. There is a show, The Crown, and there's this movie. I was like, I've been 25 years since her death, or close to 25 years since her death. They love, like, it's Princess Diana mania right now. The royal family is just, they still talk about the royal family. And the royal family is losing, you know, monarchs across the world, but they still talking about them. Okay, they're about to take it from Jamaica, about to take it. Barbados, Rihanna's native land, they done stripped the monarchy. Like, they coming through being like, bye, Queen Elizabeth, they over it. But yet they're still relevant in pop culture because I think the Markle stuff, I think the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry situation got everybody all into the mix in the conversation, which is fine. But the other thing, though, about all of this is that while everybody's hype about, you know, this, I do say Kristen Stewart, she act her ass off. She's come a long way since Twilight. A lot of these indie films she's been doing for a while been good. I mean, she might get it. She might get it.
Kristen Stewart was in House of Gucci?
No. She was in Spencer, which is the movie about Princess Diana. But Gaga...
this is another movie about Princess Diana. I didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. So there is... That's what I'm saying. There's The Crown, which is on Netflix. There's a musical called Diana the Musical, which is horrible, but it's good horrible. Like, I think you should watch it. I think you would like it. It's bad, but it's good. It's on Netflix. But it's on Broadway right now, too. They put it out on Netflix because of the pandemic. But now it's on Broadway. Yeah, it's kind of like the Hamilton thing. But I saw it. I said, listen, I would never pay a ticket to go see it.
I was bored by Hamilton, believe it or not.
I ain't lying. I was too. I saw Hamilton on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
and I was like, but it is someone, you know, someone gave me tickets for my wedding. Like, it was like a wedding gift. We got like
for Philly.
For Philly, I went and saw the show a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And even seeing the show, I mean, seeing it live, it was a little bit more lit. But I was still uncomfortable. You know, I don't know. I think part of it is the historical stuff because I'm just like, we really about to act like Thomas Jefferson wasn't out here raping people. Y'all got a black man playing him. It was just too much for me. But it was entertaining in the first half, but I feel like the second half dragged. And then it's also got this thing where it reminds me of like Meek Mill. No, it reminds me of Chris Brown songs. Where like, which I don't listen to as much anymore, but they all sound the same. Like, you know, like the Hamilton musical, when you listen to the musical, the first song that opens up the show, that's kind of pretty much how a lot of the songs is on that type of pattern. Like everything is like this thing. There's a couple of cute little songs in between, but like all the songs be on that same level. And it's like, okay, at one point you get exhausted and you be like, all right. Because nothing is fucking with Chicago for me. Chicago is like my favorite musical. I like Wicked too, but Chicago is my... Chicago is everything. You just can't ever go wrong with Chicago. Like, Chicago is just... It's a classic. The revival is 25 years old. They're so hot that the revival of the musical is still running at 25 years. Okay? That's how good Chicago is. But anyway, Kristen Stewart is the front runner, allegedly, for this Oscar for Best Actress. For playing Princess Diana in this movie called Spencer. The girls want Gaga, her fans.
I want Gaga because I want her to be nominated because I like to look at the trailer.
The nomination is up for debate. It's up for debate.
She's gonna get nominated.
It's up for debate.
For sure.
But she ain't gonna win. She should not win. Good God. I mean, her people want her to win. I don't see it.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, I feel like the fans, they were basically doing the campaign where they contacted members of the black press. They contacted people at The Root. They contacted me. Just basically pushing this narrative that Kristen Stewart was racist, making these allegations.
Gaga's team?
Not her team. Well.
The fans.
But I would just say that these fans were loaded with so much industry information that it was kind of weird how these emails are crafted. So in my piece for Rolling Stone, you put this in, my name, Ernest Owens, Gaga, Kristen Stewart, this article will come up, you can read it. But I shared the emails they sent me, and the way they were written was weird. But what I found out, right, so I don't respond to the hate mail, I just delete, whatever. It wasn't hate mail the first email, it was just kind of like a telling me thing. I was like, this is weird. Next thing I know, I get a Kristen Stewart fan who come at me like, I can't believe you wrote this disgusting ass review about Kristen Stewart on this movie fan site. I'm like, what? So I go, somebody had created a fake account with my picture, my name, like my Twitter bio, like I used. Wrote this review, child. And the review sounded like, I mean, it doesn't sound like how I talk, but it was kind of playing off of what would look like what I would say. And they would have me over here shading Kristen Stewart. I gave the Kristen Stewart movie 1 star. And I gave House of Gucci, 5 stars. Well, she kind of was the star of the movie, to be honest. It was a House of Gucci, House of Gaga, to be honest. But I was sitting there looking like, y'all are the pettiest ass fans. Gaga fans at this point should be, they our age.
Yes.
Like, I'm 30, we grew up on that. So, Gaga fans should be grown enough not to be acting like this. I expect these Gen Zers to be acting like this, but I don't expect these older millennials like us. We ain't on the internet doing that, are we?
No, not me.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just
I'm too old for that.
we are. You remember we was doing Star Wars like 10 years ago? Listen.
I got so.
Oh my God, the Star Wars like 10 years ago, that used to be our shit. Today, I'm not arguing with you about none of these people that became billionaires. All of our faves, the true faves, became billionaires. We still out here being great thousandaires. Close to million. But thousandaires, you know? And it's like, what did it do for us? What did it do? I mean, the standing part.
I get you a couple of tickets to a show.
You know it. Couple, a follow.
Yeah, but I ain't.
But it was wild. It was wild. But you know what's funny? It was always like the B-list, well, the C-listers. Maybe B's. But they were the ones who showed the most love. The A-listers never really, barely gave the same love. I feel like, unless you was like a Nicki Minaj fan.
But that's because they didn't realize how powerful social media was. But
that's
now,
right.
Everybody.
Like, I know y'all got a particular person y'all care for. I don't care for her as much. But I know y'all love her.
Who?
She be on y'all. She be showing y'all love. She's not a, she's an actress / TV showrunner.
Don't do her like
I'm
that.
not doing her. I know y'all crazy about her.
No, it's not even crazy. Like, she's one of the most supportive people for us. Like, period. She supports us hands down.
So she's nice.
She's a beautiful woman.
Okay. I listen, I've been on the other side. I've always wondered, maybe it's her team. I don't think her team sometimes give her the right access to folks for her to do. I think maybe she is, but I just feel like her team, the people around her, and I feel like as well as a couple people I've met where their team handles them one way, but then when they are by themselves without all of the fuzz, they typically might be better.
Yeah, like I can't say anything bad. Like, if I know some of y'all didn't like the ending of Queen of Slim.
That's right. But it broke my heart.
I just was like, okay, that's the movie. But, you know, people had their opinion. I think people wanted them to win. Because they're like, everybody, oh my God, we never win anything.
No, that's true. Yeah, I was sad. I was sad with that ending.
It was real life, but it really shows how even our own people could be our downfall. Like,
with that ending, yeah.
Yes. It wasn't. It was them trying to, you know, like they could have got away, but it was somebody hating. It's always somebody hating. Look at all these rappers.
Yeah.
All these rappers, they from their hometown. But they get a little bit of shine and then they get murdered.
Right, I agree. I think with that ending, and I think my issue was that how the film was advertised and marketed, and I think that was my thing, was like how the film was advertised and marketed did not match how we walked out that theater. At least when I went. Like a lot of people I went, we saw it at the Cinemark on University City. Mm-hmm. And there was just some of the people who's writing those early reviews, and I talked about this because I, as a journalist who's in this business, I see a lot of the ways that these directors, film people, how they move pieces. I was sitting to myself wondering, did you really let people who were like professional, not the freelance Jones, because there's a lot of the amateurish freelancers that will just say the wildest shit, and you know it. When you see them reviews online, some of the stuff they say, and it's very performative. this is the blackest movie. This is the most original movie for the culture. And it's like, shut the fuck. Like, I even get cringy as a journalist. Like, I see people, I'm like, this is ass kissing. You want to retweet. You want somebody to take your quote and put it on a commercial. You want to put it on a quote. Like, this is bullshit. And that's how you can read through the bullshit and then you start looking and then you see these people standing. It's that relationship. There's a lot of these incoming wannabe. I'm talking about her. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about the way that was her team, the team that was dealing with that movie. They pushed a lot of that content out. So I was sitting there looking like, I ain't seen the movie. And I've seen the movie, but I didn't see the movie in that way. Mm-hmm. But I was like, everybody else is getting this VIP access. Ain't no one called the dog. Okay. Start looking at what's going on with the reviews. I said, well, then let me go ahead and buy a ticket, support the film. Let me see it for myself. I see it. Okay. Following it. That ending, though. I said, you know what? Did they saw a trailer? They only see a piece. There's no way that all of these people saw this movie. And then what's crazy is that when I look at the people who's writing it, she was following them. Her team was pushing them and marketing them. And I said, so nobody was going to do that fair critique. So all of us had to spend coin to see the movie, like myself. And I was heartbroken. I think my only thing is that had the movie been marketed, it reminds me of ATL. You remember when ATL came out?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You never seen ATL with T.I. and them?
When it was at the skating rink and all.
Yeah, what you know about?
I don't think I watched that whole movie.
But you know the trailer did not match what that film was. Like, the trailer had it looking like it was going to be a classic gangster driving. It was going to be something on the level of Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society mixed in with, it just gave a different energy. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, this is a cute little family movie with a little bit of drama. But it wasn't that movie. They had the song, What You Know About, the song was hot. Because What You Know About That was a good song. They had it with the commercial. I just thought it was a different energy. And so I just feel like the Drakes didn't match the Curtis. I think that was my overall thing. The Drakes did not match the Curtis.
And you were upset about it.
I was devastated. Because I was rooting for it. I was having Oscar conversation. I was like, this might be an Oscar contender. And then being the Oscar contender that I, person that measures that stuff, I was like, okay,
But, Ernest, this has been 3 hours, mother effer.
You go edit. You'll do what you
I ain't going to edit a damn
Maybe
thing.
you do a part 1, part 2.
Maybe I could.
You could do part 1, part 2.
Part 2?
Yeah, part 2 could be cut in half.
Let me tell you, I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
You better get the fans what they want.
And yeah, they're going to get it in the morning.
They will.
If they think they're getting this video tonight, maybe they could get it tonight.
You could give it to them a late night, that's right, so then they can...
I'm tired.
I know.
My eyes, it's burning.
No, yeah.
But I'm a survivor. I could,
Listen.
They'll get something tonight.
You gotta get something tonight. I'm telling right now.
Oh, look at that. That is a nice picture.
Yes, it is.
Can you send that to my phone?
I'm gonna send it to you on the group. But yes, this was such a good... So, we gonna find out what the verdict is soon so I can get my ass back over here.
Yes.
And then be like, I told y'all. But Mr. McHale, he like, nah, he sees it. He sees it.
But Jussie?
Yeah, he gets it. He gets the assignment.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's gonna be 100.
If it is, I would say you're the only person I know who said it. You the only person that said 100 to me. They thought it was gonna be 100 for that Bobby Heenan. Now that I thought it could.
Philly, I know.
You didn't see 100 for that? Okay.
Because I knew.
Did you think it was?
I mean, because I think they have enough power, but I'm like, if the government's going after them, and they've been going after them for all of these years. First of all, how you working for the government? No, how you got a job with us and you don't even work with us? Because you're a part of city council. I knew something wasn't right about that right away. Like, yeah. But am I surprised that they're going down? Mm-hmm. Maybe. Because sometimes you wouldn't see it that way. But they knew. And I'm sure they prepared for it. And I heard they got their appeals.
They ain't gonna get out.
No. But how many years we talking? If they sent Shaka Fatah away for 10 years, come on. I think a lot of the politicians in Philadelphia are dirty. Now, what happened with this that guy, Kenyatta?
Well, that's February.
Okay, because I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's a part of South Philly, right? Is that the one? They just getting all the Democrats out of here. They're like, y'all dirty.
They are. I'm following that. I am following that case. So, I'm following that trial. After Jussie, I'm on that. So
how's he treating everybody now?
Oh, he's been doing the most. He did that thing for Patty Jackson street signings. He did. He's been doing them gun buyback stuff, all that gun violence stuff, turkey drives, gifts. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's been doing he's been going ham.
But he's guilty, right?
I think it's the when you get that many charges,
Yeah, he was giving them big time contracts to do stuff, right?
Yeah.
Our city is dirty. Allegedly.
It's very dirty. Allegedly. Like I said,
and you get a city council charge, you better be careful.
Listen.
Now, what are they gonna get on? What they gonna get on old boy? That's our mayor right now.
Nutter. Oh no.
No, not Nutter.
Kenny. Kenny done, child. He's in lame duck mode. The elections in 2023. We just gotta ride it out. That's it. That's all. I think it's a wrap. If there was ever gonna be something going on, it would have been Bobby Heenan. So, yeah.
He don't care about him being the mayor of our city. I'll tell you one thing, Nutter was on TV. Every time it was a murder, something going crazy, get your fucking kids. Get them together.
Listen.
Well, Ernest, it's been real. Everybody, thank y'all. It's been coming on for an hour.
Yeah. So it should be part 1 with Mikhail, without Mikhail. Part 1, part 2.
Ernest said that was his audition, y'all.
Who can audition for No.
Ernest said, I got 11 jobs. I can take one more.
I can take another one. I haven't done nothing for YouTube. I haven't had a YouTube bag, so I do a YouTube show. I told you
to do one.
You have. Everybody told me to do a podcast. I did a podcast. I don't know. I've done some stuff, but I like to be on other people's show. I like to just be on a set. I feel like if I get like podcast was easy to get into because it was just I have my little mic, I sit down talking to Mike. But this I had to be thinking about hair, clothes, and then just me, and then having you have a duo thing going. I haven't done anything like a duo thing. If I did, I would do it with my best friend Jamarcus, who knows Mikhail. They all work in the same place.
Oh really?
They see each other. I don't let them hang out or anything, but I know they see each other. But I would just yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited for them to see this episode.
It'll be up in the morning.
In the morning?
Maybe up tonight.
Give it to them tonight. Give the people something tonight. Because you're going to wake up in the morning and then everybody going to be...
I'll be at work look, child, this video going to put me at 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll give them one half.
Yes.
Then the other half.
Give them part 1.
Give them a couple days to watch this one. Then another.
Well, no, because that verdict might come out, so it might be a little dated.
It's okay. They'll be all right. Listen, let me tell you something about this channel. We don't have to talk about a story that we didn't even talk about the Crumblies. Oh, they would still want to know what we think.
That's true. Yeah. Because even my podcast, it's some stuff I'm like, you know what? I need to see more about it before I say something about it. I feel like that. I feel like the Crumblies ain't going away.
But you see how everybody came at I don't know if you've seen it, but Keith Olbermann. Keith Olbermann turned out to be right. Yeah. He turned out to be right. And ain't nobody never seen nothing about that since.
Facts.
Keith Olbermann was right.
Facts. Someone said, mention one friend who can argue with 12 people alone. And someone tagged me as honorable mention. Y'all messy. They're messy. It is messy.
Well, everybody, listen. Make sure y'all follow Ernest on all social media.
They follow me. They know where to find me.
Owens.
They know where to find me.
Yes.
Well, you can put it in the bio section.
Yes. Or just type in Ernest. Google Ernest Owens. It's gonna come up.
Yeah, just Google him.
You know, his cousin is not Candace. Okay. Well, maybe you want to claim her. I don't know.
No.
You don't want to claim her.
No, not today.
Are you ever related?
There's rumors. There's rumors.
Well, Ernest, thank you for coming.
I'm happy to come.
Trust me, it won't be another year before you be on. It'll be so much.
Well, we have to. This is an annual tradition. We've made this become a thing for like 5 years. So it was like the 5th anniversary of this.
And they say bring Diggy back. I don't know when Diggy's coming back. I haven't even talked to Diggy.
I talked. You know, I saw him in New York. We was in New York.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. This
what kind of event was it?
A political event. A political fundraising event.
I seen something where you were
PA Society. He was there.
Why was it in New York? Why wasn't it in PA?
So historically, they do PA Society where since the 1800s, they have everything in New York, which is so weird. And it's Pennsylvania politicians and people who are of public interest and people who are interested in being candidates. But, you know, they don't have to necessarily say they're candidates because they can't until they declare and, you know.
So have you seen some strange things at this event?
Yes.
Yeah.
See a lot of things. You know, there's that one guy we talked about last time I was here a year ago who he ran for Senate now. The North Philly man.
Yes, but we seen that coming.
Yes, we did.
Because Rachel Maddow then.
They done hyped her. She loses bad though. The money ain't there.
You gotta get the money. I'm about to say
$500,000. John Fetterman $10 million. What you doing? What you doing? And then he was at a fundraiser in LA with Lee Daniels and them. And Tisha Arnold was there and some other folks.
Tashina Arnold.
Yeah, Tashina Arnold. Yeah. And they were there.
But they didn't get no money.
I don't think he get no real money. I feel like I think his mindset is he has star power. I'm like, but star power got to translate into star money. The whole thing about being a star, like when Donald Trump said he had star power, Donald Trump was getting Donald J. Trump checks, as Nene said.
Right.
You're not getting that money. So this is weird. You would think all that Biden stuff he was doing, all that hyping was going to get him something.
I thought him being on Rachel Maddow was something, because Maddow don't invite everybody on her show.
No, she don't.
So,
she don't.
She might.
But see, I also think a lot of these national TV stations don't know nothing about Pennsylvania or Philadelphia. You know, Philadelphia type to be like, yay, we happy for you, but when it's time to get some money and some support, they like, I'm gonna keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Dr. Oz, listen, I ain't gonna even crack on Dr. Oz because Dr. Oz got money. And if you got money,
but
you are worthy.
Like Donald Trump.
You worthy. Yeah, because he's running as a Republican. So he knows the base. If you coming down to Pennsylvania, you better come with some money and some rationale. He's got to do what he's got to do to appeal to that type of base.
And I was just turned off by it.
I've been off of him. I mean, when they say he runs a Republican, first of all, his show and his content was always being questioned. He was being highly scrutinized for the kind of content he was putting on the internet. You know, it made you think, what kind of content is this? You know, what kind of content is this? This is medical stuff. So, you know, until next time. Everybody,
look at all this product placement, right? I don't know what the hell is this.
KFC,
Lysol, champagne,
Coke.
Wine.
Yeah, you got the. That's right. It's all the product placement, ads on everything. See y'all.
Good night, and y'all. Everybody stay safe.
Yes. Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. Get a booster.
Yes, I need to get mine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 6 months in.
Absolutely, get it.